Plaintiff, Kelly Barnes, says on the night of her 21st birthday, she was out with her friends when the defendant started harassing her and her witness. Kelly claims after she defended herself, the defendant attacked her. And once that fight ended, the defendant continued to follow her and attacked her 2 more times. She's suing for medical bills and pain and suffering. Defendant Christina Gonzalez says on the night of the incident, Kelly and Christina's friends were throwing insults back and forth. Although Christina admits that she assaulted Kelly and was eventually convicted for it, she insists Kelly instigated the physical fight by pushing one of Christina's friends.
All rise. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. You may now be seated.
Prove your case.
Well, Your Honor, me and a group of friends, we were out downtown Denver, celebrating my 21st birthday. It had just been a couple weeks prior. Finally got a chance from school and everything to go out, just dancing, having a good time. I never knew that my 21st birthday would lead to an ambulance ride to the emergency room.
Did you know the defendant?
No, sir, I've never seen her. Even from that night, I never saw her prior to the event.
Really? What happened?
Around 1:30, we were leaving the bars. Chad and I, my witness, we were leaving, walking back to the car, minding our own business. From behind, I start hearing numerous comments made towards me. Pretty much called me a hoe and a slut. Some other names
Where
that
do you think that was from?
Well, at first it started saying, go eat something, you're anorexic.
I mean, why? They just came up to you? Why did they target you?
I honestly do not know, and I would definitely like to know that as well.
How many people were with you?
It was just Chad and I. Our friends, they had already gone to their car.
Did he know? You all still haven't determined why you were targeted?
We've talked about it, and we just don't know why. We were just, minding our own business. I was enjoying my 21st birthday.
Okay. And they just, her and how many people?
Her and her 2 other female friends and a few male friends as well. I looked back to see who they were. How
many feet behind you were they?
Maybe 2 feet.
Okay.
They're pretty close. And that's when she told me, look forward, pay attention to your own man, referring to Chad. He's not my boyfriend, never has been. And Chad and I did. We didn't want to be a part of it. We just wanted to go home. Okay. We kept going. It became louder. It became more aggressive, much more detailed in what they were saying towards me. And I turned around and I verbally defended myself. And I told her to grow up, get some class, and that she was acting jealous. So we proceeded on forward, and right after that, Chad was ripped from my hands. We were linked together while we were walking. He was on the ground.
Who ripped him? What do you mean ripped?
From behind.
Someone grabbed him and slung him?
Yes.
Okay.
And I was pushed onto the ground, and on the ground, that's when the defendant had kicked me in my face. At the time, the bouncers were there, and they were able to break up the fight. They started breaking up the fight. The defendant and her friends were no longer there, so I gathered up my belongings that I had, and all I wanted to do was go home.
Okay, let me ask her what happened.
All right. We were downtown Denver with some of my friends. As we were walking up towards our car, the plaintiff, the gentleman sitting here, and one of her other female friends was with them. I was in the back group of my friends were ahead. By the time I'm right there next to them, I hear some of my friends calling her skinny and calling her names back and forth, her saying that we're just jealous fat girls.
Did they know her?
And I've never seen her, so I'm pretty sure my friends
Do you
don't
know why they began doing that?
I asked them, and they said that the reason everything started back and forth was because the plaintiff had made a comment to one of my friends who was with her boyfriend. But
that's not true.
Okay, so they're saying that the plaintiff initiated some type of derogatory comment.
Yes.
Okay, and then what?
After that, back and forth, it's insults flying back and forth. The plaintiff pushes my friend. So my friend pushes her back. And between the mix of that, the young gentleman hit my friend in the face. And I have
What about the other person who was with him?
Her friend, I didn't see her until after everything. I'm assuming her friend was still standing there. Because by the time all the bickering had gone back and forth,
beating on her. You couldn't,
it was me.
You didn't see nothing else. All you saw was blind rage when you were beating on her.
When my 2 friends had gone ahead, and the verbaling kept going back and forth, when the gentleman hit my friend, it was me and my friend.
Never hit her or anybody.
The gentleman and the gentleman and the plaintiff. So it was just 4 of us together. Those 2, me and my friend. And At that point, when I see the gentleman hit a female, I get upset. That's when I step in, and it led into an physical altercation with me and the plaintiff.
Did you hit the guy?
No.
You say you stepped in because you saw a man beat your female friend.
Yes, I stepped in, but my friend...
I stepped in to do what? Hold on. Overtalk me. Stepped in to do what?
To defend my friend.
The female?
The female.
From the male?
Yes.
But you didn't hit the male?
Well, I went towards him. Yes, I went towards him.
But you never touched him?
No.
So you were unable to defend her against him?
Right. So instead, when I couldn't get to him...
Why were you unable to?
Because my friend was trying to hit him back.
Okay, so you just could have backed up.
Yes, but then when I see the plaintiff and him against one of my friends, I'm not going to let
that's
two
not what
people
you just
hit
said.
one.
You say you saw a man, one of the men, begin hitting your friend. You didn't say all of them. You said one of the men began hitting my friend, and when I saw that a man was hitting a woman, that's when I jumped in.
But at the same time as I jumped in to defend my friend, the plaintiff jumped in.
How?
I stepped in. I stepped towards them. Towards them.
Okay, and then what happened?
And
when
then the plaintiff stepped in towards them, I'm assuming to defend her male friend, and that's when the plaintiff and I got into a physical fight.
Okay, so when she also went to jump on your friend, you then went to hit her.
Yes.
You hit her, and then what happened?
I hit her, and then the fight dispersed, and as I'm getting to my car, a police officer came and grabbed me.
Why don't you think you should have to pay? You hit her first, by your own admission.
I do. However, I do think that the incident would never have happened if the plaintiff hadn't pushed my friend to begin with.
We're not talking about the incident. We're talking about you.
Okay.
We're talking about. Hold on, ma'am. Be quiet when I talk.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not there anymore. I see how this happened. You like to talk, like she said. Once again, we're not here to discuss the entire incident. We're here to discuss the assault by you against her. And you just admitted that you assaulted her. You say it would never have happened had her friends not encouraged this or engaged in this fight. Your action would never have happened had you walked away.
Yes.
But you wanted to stay and fight.
And I have faced consequences. I'm already paying her medical bill and my restitution.
Oh, in your restitution?
Yeah, I've got.
Is that part of the order? It says pay her?
Yes, I pay her $75. I pay $75
and it says
a month.
That is covered through restitution?
The medical bill is covered.
It says that?
Yes.
All right, let me see it.
It's here, and this is the medical bill.
You read it. You're giving me a stack here. You read the part that says the medical bills, or better yet, circle it, and then I can take a look at it. All right. She has admitted that she threw the first blow at you.
Yes.
And what happened? She said she was convicted in court. Is she the only one that was convicted?
She was the only one caught because by the time we got to the end of the block, it wasn't just one fight. She followed me and attacked me 3 times that night. It wasn't just one fight. Wow. It happened twice after that.
What type of sentence did she receive?
1 year probation, taking some classes, and that's
No, I
about
said
it.
show me the part where it says medical, 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 medical.
Medical.
You said that the medical expenses were paid within that restitution. Hand me something that says the medical is to be included in the restitution payment. You can't even hand me anything with the word medical from the court.
I cannot, but it breaks
I know
down
you
the
can't.
medical
You
bill.
lied and said you could. Now, I'll grant you your judgment, ma'am, for both the assault and battery. She's been convicted of it, so I'll grant you your pain and suffering. She intentionally attacked you, and so therefore you are entitled to pain and suffering under those circumstances. The personal property and everything else that followed that attack, medical bill as well, she's liable for. Persons who are ordered to pay restitution are still liable or exposed to the liability of every single thing that may have happened, because restitution may only cover the punishment part, but that does not exclude a victim from suing and winning a civil judgment. And that's what you've done. The restitution is separate. You pay the court that, but you pay her $5,000. Have a good day. Judgment for the plaintiff.